Hey, you remember starting about a little over a year ago when I said that Fujifilm didn't dump a bunch of money into research and development on medium format lenses for one damn camera? Remember that? Because I remember making more than a few videos about that. And also in those same videos, I said exactly this. I said, Fujifilm, rather than getting into a bottomless pit and bloody war with Sony, Nikon, and Canon and other entities on full frame cameras, what they're going to do is they're going to dominate the field, and Fujifilm's war plan is to completely dominate overnight within a 2-3 year span one arena of photography, and that's medium format, and that's exactly what Fujifilm has done. And I had a lot of people say, "Oh, you're so full of crap. They're never gonna sell enough of those cameras to justify it, and they're gonna discontinue. It's gonna be a flop for Fujifilm." And you know, that's the arena of Phase One. Well, Phase One cameras are $50,000 plus. Not that they're not incredible cameras, but yeah, do you remember when I said that? Yeah, and everybody said that I was wrong. It kind of harkens back to the countless other things that I said, like on Nikon D500, how it would be a legendary camera for Nikon, and that's exactly what it was. And by the way, very, very importantly, never in the history of photography, and you can't think of an example because one does not exist, we're in a really short period of time, 2-3 years, which is what it's been for Fujifilm. Any camera company has dominated the field, committed all-out world war on a particular arena of photography and won it. It's never happened, and Fujifilm's done it. Even I was surprised to find on old Petapixel, they had an article today. It says Fujifilm officially wins medium format. So, yeah, all those people have said, yeah, Fujifilm, they're not going to sell many of those cameras. Turns out the sales on the GFX, which I happen to have been incredible. Incredible. So, yeah, I'm sure the idiots at Fujifilm decided that the sales were so bad on the GFX that they decided to come out with two more cameras, the GFX-R rangefinder and the GFX 100, which is the 100 megapixel camera. Yeah, sales were so bad, they decided to come out with two more of them. Right. Sure. Yeah. It reminds me of that South Park episode of the little purple grapes that kept saying, "You remember when? I remember." Yeah, I remember me saying that well over a year ago. And repeatedly, I said, Fujifilm did not develop these lenses for one camera. A lot of money in research and development and making a new lens line. A lot of money. Fujifilm's war plan is to destroy everybody. Jump over top of the bottomless pit where Nikon, Sony, and Canon are fighting the full frame war. Because why doesn't Fujifilm make a full frame camera? Why doesn't Fujifilm make a full frame camera? It's so stupid. Yeah, it's so dumb. Fujifilm, why don't you make a full frame camera? Yeah, maybe because Fujifilm has a brain. Maybe they don't want to get into a endless war and a bottomless pit that they could throw all the money in the world into. Whoops. Yeah, and still be fighting decades later, like Nikon and Canon are still doing. Yeah, they decided to leapfrog over top of that pit where Nikon, Canon, and others are fighting. And it's like, you guys fight over here. What we're going to do is we're going to go establish camp over here, and we're going to destroy you all. We're going to make an awesome camera that'll blow the balls off of full-frame output. That's not to say that medium format is a replacement for sports action wildlife, which it certainly is not. Never was, never will be, is not designed for that. So it's not that my full-frame camera's a lot faster autofocus, but it certainly is. The point is that no other camera company in history has done this, and I told you so! Multiple times, I told you so. Yeah, it's like, you're gloating now, you bald, tattooed asshole. Maybe I am just a little bit. Maybe it's because I was right! And everybody said I was wrong. Maybe that was a little bit of it. Just a little bit of it. So... I was right.